I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a reading for the murder of Eric Richins, who was a 39-year-old man from Utah who was found dead inside his Utah home on March the 4th, 2022. His wife, Kouri Richins, was arrested this past May of 2023 for his murder. Allegedly, she poisoned him with a drink, a Moscow Mule, and went on to write some children's books, a children's book about grief with her 3 sons, allegedly. So we're going to look into Eric's death and try to get some answers, see what part Kouri really played in it. She's proclaiming her innocence, I want to look into it and see what the motive was as well. So let's get to it, guys. Spirit guides, guardian angels, please join me. Write me in your will guide to be safe from anything negative or anything that wishes me harm. Spirit guides, can you please show me with the tarot what part, if any, did Kouri Richins play in causing the death of her husband, Eric Richins? Please give me 3 cards that represent what part Kouri Richins played in the death of her husband, in causing the death of her husband, Eric Richins. Okay, so we have the 5 of Swords in the reverse. We have the 3 of Cups. And the King of Swords is in the reverse. Spirit guides, can you please show me what was the motive or reason behind the death of Eric Richins? What was the motive or reason behind, taking Eric's life? Why was he killed? So we have the Knight of Swords. We have the 2 of Wands in the reverse. Oh, dang. Way too many cards. And we have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. And on the bottom is the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Okay guys, so I'm going to take a moment and meditate with my cards, then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about it before y'all know it. Okay, so what these 3 cards are saying to me in regards to, is Kouri responsible for causing her husband Eric's death? I definitely think she did take his life. I believe that so it seems that their marriage, like the energy that I'm picking up on is that their marriage got very toxic. But I do believe, and this in no way is an excuse for me. It's never okay to take someone else's life. That's not, we're not God. We don't get to decide if people live or die. That's not within us. But I believe that he was very manipulative and emotionally controlling. And when their marriage kind of collapsed or was going to the brink of failure, I believe that he was manipulative in a way where he was controlling the money, keeping things away from her, like basically using the power and the authority that he had as a means to control her. possibly with the threats of getting custody of the kids, things of that nature. But mainly with money and the control of it in general in their marriage throughout the whole entire time. That seems to be a very consistent thing. I think that he was possibly physically abusive at times. I don't think he was at this point. I think that for her, the solution was the quick fix for her problems. For this long battle, she wanted to put this conflict in battle and bring with the Three of Cups, the good times, leave her worries and struggles behind because, with her husband, she was going to have to, it was going to be a bigger fight, um, as well as she was not as clear as she thought she was on the financial aspect of their divorce and what would happen if he passed away and what she would get when he passed away. She was not aware of the current status of those things. So the motive here, like I said, she felt like she was avenging herself, the Knight of Swords. She felt like she was righting the wrongs that were the injustices that she felt he gave her. I don't think that he was as good of a partner as I've seen it portrayed. You know, the thing that people need to understand is images and appearances of people are not the same. It's not the same. Some people are not the same as they appear to be. Things are not always the way that they seem. People are different when no one is watching, when they think no one can see them, when they are in their private element. The things that people do when no one else is watching can be vastly different than what you see on the outside. I just want you to be mindful of that. I feel as though she felt that this was the best way to avenge and be able to progress forward because he was continually keeping her from being, basically she couldn't even have friends for a very long time. She had no independent freedom aside from being a mother and a wife, it seems. He was, trying to keep all the money from her. He was going to leave her with nothing. Essentially, he had her in the palm of his hand and he was going to take it all away. It had gotten to the point where there was no resolution, that things had gotten so far that they were splitting up. It was imminent. Imminent change was about to be happening and she was about to be blocked from it all. She needed to change the dynamics because in her mind, her whole life is over. She's going to have nothing. It'll ruin her. And it was the decision that she made, the Five of Cups in the reverse, to salvage what she could and take back what she could keep, and unfortunately took his life. I do think that she became kind of docile at the end as a manipulation tactic. I feel that, and it is, by the way, it is very, very possible. I'm seeing that they both had a real drug problem. I think that aspect of it is possibly not an attempt at his life. I think that when she did ask about the fentanyl, I don't know if that was her plan at the time, but it is possible that was because she did plan. Not well, because she felt under a time crunch. There were, now that he was serious about the divorce, she had seen messages that he had been sending to people. She knew that this time was different and that the relationship was coming to an end. She knew that. But I do think that her reason for it was for his threats. He was a bully. He was manipulating her. He used his intellect and the power that he had over her via money, that he was going to ruin her and that she would have nothing when he was done with her. He was going to leave her for dead. And that is the truth. He said it, and I feel like he meant it. And that's just the truth of who or how I feel the relationship was, how the dynamics were, how the, life was. It does not give her an excuse to take someone's life. It does not give her an excuse to decide that he doesn't deserve to live. She could have thought of a better solution. There was other solutions there. It was not her only one. It was the selfish choice. She was doing it for her selfish desires, selfish needs. But, ultimately, it was a melting pot and a tense, pressure cooker that was building up. And the only way to release the tension, release the pressure, was for her to take his life. She felt like that was the only fix-all to the solution, and that she could do the rest and cover the rest after the fact. I don't know. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Love ya.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even